I should say. There's a lot of contributors. Basically, do all the scripts, do all the booking, do all the administration, do all the business stuff. So I'm kind of the guy that wears all the hats.
Right on. I also
perform in the band as well. So do all, basically the guy that kind of runs everything.
Well, kudos to you, man. I really enjoyed hearing about you and reading about you, and some of the pictures I was checking out are just phantasmagorical is the only way I can put it. Just mind-blowing. I would really love to come and see your show. I guess you guys are going to be playing on the 22nd up here. Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll be at the El Corazon doing our craft show. We'll be joined with a couple of other great artists and other great acts. Johnny Sonic will run the show. The Filthy Femme Chords is an all-Seattle's own and only all-female marching band, and we just added March 4th to the bill as well. So it should be a very action-packed, awesome action-adventure rock circus for sure. So I would highly advise checking it out. There's going to be some
I so want to be there.
Out of there.
I so want to be there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Buy a ticket, man.
What's that?
Man.
Buy a ticket.
We'll get you on the bill. We'll get you in there, man.
Oh, that would be fantastic. But yeah, want to promote the hell out of this because, man, this looks like to most of the listeners or all the listeners out there, this looks like the most awesome experience you could ever come across in any kind of venue anywhere. I mean, it's just packed with so much stuff going on, so many different characters. So, I mean, it looks freaking awesome. It really, truly does, Floyd.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We have an incredible group of people that've been together for a long, long time. It's a wonderful group that are just very talented and very cool, and they definitely come together and make it all happen. And couldn't ask for a better group of people. Everyone from the productioneers, the people that move the gear and hump the gear. Because I'll tell you one thing: our shows are, they're 12. I should say they're like 24-hour days when we do a show. So we get up early, we hump all the gear, we set everything up. We usually load in very early to the venue, and we just have a great group of people. They're just fantastic human beings and great artists and great craftsmen, great artisans. So it's a great group of people, and that's why we do it for each other. And go ahead.
Kudos, man. Absolute kudos to you. I've got to admit, I've never heard a band referred to as a 12-piece sci-fi punk rock band. That is, really. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, please.
Well, it's funny because we just I started off just by myself, and I was playing off the podcast, and I was doing. Just doing canned music and singing and having an air guitar band behind me. And it just kind of grew and snowballed from there. And I obviously am kind of like over the top with everything that I do and everything we do. And we go big or we just don't do it at all. And that's kind of been our motto since we started. And we have an incredible collection of musicians, very vast and, eclectic backgrounds, which is really great. So the full horn section is phenomenal. 2 percussionists, 2 keyboard players, a multitude of vocalists, an incredible lead singer, Viagra, who is just phenomenal. We just have a really incredible collection of musicians, and they've been playing with each other. We've been playing with each other for over 10 years, and doing it religiously. So, and I think that kind of reflects in the live show. We're definitely a live show act.
I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that one bit. No, this ain't your mama's show, kids.
Well, yeah, kids love it too.
And I'm sure some mamas love it too, Big Daddy.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, we see all kinds of different people on our shows, and they vary in age, and kind of spans the spectrum there. So that's always good. People that enjoy a good time and enjoy art and enjoy the freedom of expression and doing stuff that you're not supposed to do, or doing stuff that's kind of outside the box a little bit, and and we kind of revel in that. We just do cool shit. Oh, sorry, I swore.
You're fine, Floyd.
You know what, Floyd? You can get away with 5 of those because you can say them on the air on TV now. So you can get away with 5.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. Let's pretend we're on cable. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think Shells has that button. The one that that can blank it out. But you just never know.
No, I don't have an sound because I don't know when it's going to happen when it happens. So it happens.
That's the best part about live. That's about the best part of doing live is the things that come unexpected. Just like I'm sure people come to your show and have that unexpected look on their face. They don't know what to expect at an SGL gig, and that's something that really interests me about the Super Geek League is every kind of little different thing that you have going on at any one time on the stage,
Well, there's a particular approach that I've taken. I call it chaotic engineering, and it's kind of an oxymoron, but it's fitting because basically, you give everyone direction, you put them in a room, and you turn on a giant blender, and you watch what happens. And it takes a special kind of performer and artist to handle our shows. But, it's part of the whole idea is just kind of removing that invisible barrier between the audience and the performers. And our band's wireless. Our performers are busking. They're amongst the audience. They're part of the audience. So the audience feels really immersed in part of the show, and there's that real connection with the fans and the audience. Like I particularly, we've done very large-scale events with 30,000, 60,000 people on massive stages. And doing smaller shows and smaller venues, you don't have that connection, with real fans and that kind of energy. So, that's kind of the nice thing about it is it takes Shell knows she's done enough and she's been in the mix. You got to get in there and you got to have a certain level of
insanity.
Yeah, you do. You're like, yeah, okay, I'm going to throw you in the mix here. You got to stay in character, and she can attest to that. It's pretty cool to be amongst other people. And a lot of our fans show up, and they're dressed up as well. I mean, I see people dressed up and in costume and character as well, which is kind of the whole point. You know what I mean? So it's really kind of fun. But that term I use to kind of how we set everything up. And, when you get 50, 60, 70 performers in a small room and on a small stage, good things are going to happen.
Oh yeah. I can dig that. So, I've gotten to some punk shows back in the 80s like that. I actually saw the Melvins back in 1984, 85 at the Kent Commons. Of all places, the Kent Commons. Now, trying to stage dive at the Kent Commons at the time, the stage was about 16 inches high.
Oh, there you go. You just got to get some ups. You got to get some ups there, man.
Oh, I definitely had some ups. That one last down where I cracked onto somebody else's head to head was cool. But great show was the Melvins, and that's what I kind of get the feel is you've been around and you have that groove going on, and that's definitely something I'm really looking forward to coming and checking out and seeing this. I want to ask Shells real quick. Shells, what is your role with the SGL? What have you done with them, if I may ask?
Well, I started out as the Leprechaun. That's where I first started with them. Shorty, who'll be on a little bit later, got me involved with SGL. And so I am a Leprechaun, which is kind of weird. And then I was a fuzzy eyeball, which I like the fuzzy eyeball, just messes up my hair a lot. And then those big head things, Floyd, ventriloquist, is that what they're called?
Ventriloquist.
I hate those damn things.
Ventriloquist.
I hate that thing. It gives me a headache.
Ventriloquist.
Yes.
These are the ventriloquist.
Oh my gosh. And then my main role now, Floyd casting me as the jester, as a crass jester, and I love her even more. I get to be Pixie, and I'm all happy. I go with the flow.
Yeah, she's great. She's got a great jester costume. She's the crash jester.
Yeah.
So she works out fabulously.
When I first joined Super Geek League, when Shorty introduced me to you guys, I have no clue what the heck I was getting myself into. I'm going, what is this? And USC was kind of fun because I love the rave, so I always wanted to dance in a rave. And then all of a sudden, here I'm on stage with a rave. Like, okay, this is interesting. And then all of a sudden, I'm in part of a band. Like, wait a minute, what happened to the rave? And 4 years later, here I am. I'm still doing it. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
He claps. And he claps.
I brought my little sound effects machine tonight. I've got all sorts of little stuff.
I was wondering what the hell that was. I thought aliens were
I.
kind of hijacking the signal here.
I thought maybe it was popcorn. You're fixing popcorn without me, Ty.
Oh, no. I just didn't have it close enough to the mic. That's all. Okay. I'll leave this thing alone because there are some great noises. And if it sounds like popcorn, then this thing's a piece of crap. Okay. That's just how I roll. I carry that thing with me everywhere, you know.
Popcorn maker. That's not a bad idea. I'm about to incorporate that in the next show.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
have a couple of
popcorn. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, a couple of serious popcorn makers on the side, just kind of in a fan, blowing them out, and everybody getting some popcorn. Yeah, man, that would rock.
Yeah, we had to get rid of all the perishables. We've had quite a history of doing perishables, which is one of the reasons why we moved to confetti, pillows, beach balls, etc., because they don't necessarily. A lot of clubs don't like the perishables.
Yeah, I can understand. A mess to clean up. I always really enjoyed a good foam show too.
Yellow.
All right, hang on a minute, guys. All right, we got to take a small little break. I got to see who just called in, so be right back, guys, so don't go away. More Super Geek League, Floyd, and Ty, and I will show.
Well, that was some boring music.
Spike?
Come on, where's the Justin Bieber? Where's the Katy Perry? Where's the Fallout Boy?
Noddle, you have witch powers. Turn him into a chipmunk and feed him to the owl outside.
I will do no such thing. We're here to talk about our website.
HomeCanineNeutering.com?
What?
No! InvaderPet.com, where people can check out our comic strips or locate bookstores selling bookmarks with our comics on them. So, listeners, want to see comics of me, Noddle the Witch, my pets Kaylee Cat and Spike Beagle? Go to InvaderPet.com and check us out.
Seriously, though, you guys really have a canine neutering website?
Let's Talk About the Music is wanting your sponsorship to help support local independent music and musicians worldwide. We have different levels of sponsorship for everyone, including up-and-coming bands and musicians, to give a little more boost to your promotions. Let's Talk About the Music is also looking to podcast live from your music-related special events, shows, and venues. For more information, go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com.
In the past 12 months, almost 500,000 Australian women reported that they had experienced sexual or physical abuse in their homes. As of September 24, 2015, 63 women have died. This fact appears at the beginning of the new music video for the song Mayfair by Winter's End of Sydney, Australia. Wednesday, April 20th, on Let's Talk About the Music, we'll talk with the band about domestic violence. Tune in from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time to listen and chat live.
Mark your calendars down, guys. From New York City to Seattle, home of the grunge, we welcome Serial Deception. Woo! That's right. They're going to be here on Let's Talk About the Music on April 27th with myself, Shells, and Spider in the Hall, my new co-host. And we will be talking about their music and promoting your band and how do you do it. So it's going to be on April 27th from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. You do not want to miss this, so mark it down. Serious Reception right here